Welcome back, everyone. Brisbane Heat have lost the match by just a couple of runs. Chris Lynn was missing from the side today. Jimmy Peirson was captaining the side in his absence, and what an innings! 65 of 35 for him, but could not carry his team over the line. It was a really, really good effort, but in the end, it proved to be in vain as Brisbane Heat lost by just a couple of runs. As we mentioned earlier, before the start of the game, it was 50-50. No side was dominating the three-match win percentage, and it was almost that sort of a show. 7 runs required of the last ball. Jimmy Peirson was on strike. He did score a boundary, but it was not a six. Brisbane Heat lost the match by a couple of runs. Let's start quickly with the first segment of the match review. Best tweets of the game, brought to you by SportsTiger. The first tweet is by Heath Chick at Tassie Devil. The DRS talk is going to overshadow the pathetic batting effort of the Heat. Their depth is appalling. If Milenko is batting at 3, may as well play some kids. No Lin, no Heat. Wow, that's some statement. No Lin, no Heat. Brisbane Heat. What a shoddy batting performance from them today. Uh, all batsmen except Jimmy Peirson, captain and wicketkeeper, failed with the bat. No one actually managed to bat around him, and it was a poor performance in the end, but still a couple of runs short. Brisbane Heat. Second tweet is by Regista. Pearson should bat higher. Number 7 is too low considering his batting ability, to be honest. I completely agree with whatever the name is, Regista. Your best batsman should be batting as high up the order as possible. Jimmy Peirson batting at number 5 is a waste of talent, is a waste of resources. I completely agree. The kind of batting he's displayed in the last couple of matches, he definitely deserves to bat higher up the order, at least above number 7. Kevin Harper says Brisbane Heat could be the only team on the globe that has a worse season than Sheffield United. Wow, that is some insult from Kevin Harper. Sheffield United, let me tell you, is a Premier League team, and it has been a really shoddy, horrible season for them. Brisbane Heat are having a similar kind of a season, so let's not talk much about that. Brisbane Heat still have a long way to go, just the start of the tournament. That is the best tweets of the game. Brisbane Heat have been torn down by the fans, and I don't know if I should apologize for that. Let's have a look at the scorecard. The match summary: Brisbane Heat versus the Adelaide Strikers. Brisbane Heat won the toss. They elected to field first. It didn't go their way. Strikers 150 for 6 in the first innings. A good bowling performance. Brisbane Heat would have been backing themselves after the first innings. They would have gone into the camp happy with momentum on their side, but that did not happen. They did not win the game. But let's talk about who scored how many runs for Strikers. Jake Weatherald failed with the bat. Philip Salt struggled to get going, 25 for him. Matt Renshaw, 32 of 28. Probably the pick of the batsman after Harry Nielsen, 2 fours and a 6. Jonathan Wells, 31 of 26. Matthew Short, 12 of 10. Rashid Khan, 9 of 5, 1 boundary for him. Harry Nielsen, in the end, provided a good flourish, 28 of 23 boundaries and a 6. Daniel Worrell didn't get to face a ball. Heat bowling attack looks really good. Xavier Bartlett came in today in place of Matthew Kuhneman. 4 overs, 24 for 3. Very good start provided to Brisbane Heat by Xavier Bartlett. Jack Wildermuth, 4 overs, 25 for 1. He's a good, bright prospect, not just for Brisbane Heat, but also for Australia in the future. Mark Steketee, 4 overs, 31 for 2. Always very consistent. Mujibur Rahman failed to get wickets, 4 overs, 27. Ben Laughlin was again expensive. He needs to work out how he needs to bowl in this tournament. He's been going for quite a few runs of late. Heat batting lineup doesn't look that glittery. Sam Hazlitt, duck for him. Max Bryan, 12 of 12. Chris Lynn wasn't there today. Simon Milenko batting at number 3, 1 for him. Daniel Lawrence, 13. Tom Cooper, 22. Jack Wildermuth, just 1. Jimmy Peirson, the Lone Ranger for Brisbane Heat in the end. 69 of 36, 7 fours and 2 boundaries. Mark Steketee, 3. Xavier Bartlett, duck. Mujibur Rahman, 18 of 10. Tried his level best, but again failed to prolong the partnership along with Jimmy Peirson. Ben Laughlin, 6 of 8. The Strikers bowling card looks really good. Daniel Worrell a bit expensive as per his standards. 4 overs, 31, 1 wicket. Danny Briggs, 4 overs, 23 wickets. What an absolute great spell that was from Danny Briggs. Peter Siddle, 4 over 41, expensive, but a couple of wickets for him. Rashid Khan, 2 wickets in his 4 overs. Wes Agar, another good outing for him. 4 overs, 25 for 1. And that is the scorecard of Brisbane Heat versus Adelaide Strikers. Horrible season so far. Another horrible outing for Brisbane Heat. Fell short by just 2 runs, as I mentioned earlier. 7 runs required of the last ball. He needed to hit it out of the ground and needed to hit it out of the meat of the bat to go into the super over. But Jimmy Peirson, a man can do only much. The Lone Ranger for Brisbane. He did score a boundary, but not enough to get them over the line. Lost by 2 runs for Brisbane Heat. Adelaide Strikers, the better team on the day. That was it from my side and from Sports Tiger. We'll see you again in another BBL game before the match, of course, previewing the game, who should be playing, who could be playing, the fantasy guides, the best tweets. Don't go anywhere. Keep watching Sports Tiger, the only platform you need.